situation reports coming from Lokpa. Lokpa is in Abia State. Of course, Abia State is in Biafra land. The other day, we brought you an information of what is going on in Lokpa, the Gariki in Lokpa. You know, the F00lani is in combination with Ojo in 2001. Ojo gave her this particular community Lokpa to F00lani, asked them to inhibit that place. And since then to date, it has been challenges upon challenges, one challenge after another. So the F00lani with the Federal Republic of the Zoo have decided to take over Lokpa. They want to take over the particular place. So some days ago, we brought you an information where the federal government of the zoo is demolishing the houses of Igbos in Lokpa. You saw it, right? Some of you that have been following us closely must have noticed it. We brought you that information. And now today, the F00lanis are here, blocking the road in Lokpa. Lokpa is just in between, after Okigwe, you're heading to Enugu, you will see Lokpa around the road. It's in Abia State. So this is the situation, because a few days ago, the ESN decided to treat their misbehavior of the F00lani people and some of the Zoological Republic security officers, specifically the Zoological Republic Army, because they are the ones that are shielding those F00lanis. They live in their camp, in the barracks, and it's from there that they are operating over the years, or should I say months, well, let's say years. The ransom that the F00lanis have collected from Biafra land is worth over it's running in trillions of naira, and they are still maiming our people. But one thing they have to bear in mind that ESN has come to stay, and all these challenges that the F00lanis, the military is giving to Biafrans, ESN will unroot it, uproot it gradually, step by step. You know, we are determined, and this is Biafra for you. We don't give up. That's that, wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Of course, this is still coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable and hot news to your doorstep. We wouldn't forget to remind you, should you like what we are doing here, do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button and join us as we are bringing you the latest information, the state of the nation, insecurity in the Zoological Republic, and events that are taking place in Biafra land. Of course, you have to recall that this is a new Nicky Bobby. This is not the former one. So the earlier you subscribe, the better. So you don't be waiting for the former Nicky Bobby notification, because you will not get it again. That channel is no longer existing. This is a new Nicky Bobby, and here we are bringing you the way it is hotting, as some people say, as it the hot. And we just told you what went on, or what is going on currently in Lokpa. You see here, F00lanis are trying to take over a community in Biafra land with the help of the zoo government as well as the military, because the military are covering them. They take off from the military barracks for their activities. You understand what I mean? And having said that, I just want to bring to your knowledge, I come across this particular write-up, a post that this guy made, Omokrí. So I really look into this post because if the last time I checked, Reno was not really in the good book, or should I say, he feel that he is contending with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even before the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Reno has been trying to see how he can push along to see if he equates the intelligibility of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now we look at them as a kind of chicken that's running around the dog or the tiger, because he is trying to make himself relevant. Nobody asked him, he started calling out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's that, he's that. That was before his rendition. But today, I came across his post. He said, Nnamdi Kanu is trending after Bibi Niger, but Obi is not. It is because of the deep love certain Nigerians have for Kanu. Their love can't be distracted by something as shallow as Bibi Niger. Obedience are just catching cruise with Obi. The trend proves it. Oh yeah, he added a word here. Why is Reno at this particular point in time trying to side Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because last time I checked, he's not in favor of Biafrans. He don't support what Biafran is doing. He don't support for different indigenous people to go their way. He said that he's a true Nigerian. And he never liked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How come at this point now, he's using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to shield P2B? What you have to know is that Reno trying to be a manipulator. He wants to dabble into the emotion of some people. Last time he called out P2B, that P2B, anything that happened to him, that people should ask P2B. P2B doesn't have issue with him. And P2B is not in the same class with him. He's just trying to chase around to cloud chase. So I trying to use this opportunity to let our people know, don't be distracted with the post and the comments of Reno, because he has nothing to offer. I tell you the truth. He is fighting against P2B, and now he has looked forward, backward, right and left, center. He is now seeing that his impact doesn't make, he's not making any impact in the lives of the youths. So he wants to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to shield P2B, thinking that as he said this, possibly most of you must have heard this, as he said this, that some Biafrans will start a kind of patronizing him. No way, Reno. Nobody is going to patronize you, because we know you from the beginning. We know you. We know whom you are. So just a kind of advice to some of our people. Reno never supported things that Igbos are doing. He never supported anything IPOB, let alone Biafra. So why are you positioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now? Because he wants to divide the attention of the youths, destroy the attention of the youths from P2B, using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a case study. That is what he's doing. We know him, we read him, we understand him. So do not allow his comment to build up your emotion. Those who really want to support P2B, go ahead and support him. But like I always stand, that to me, I believe Biafra is the last bus stop. To me, I believe from building from the foundation. Whatever that happen, we know P2B, the caliber of man he is. Forget about this distraction that the pig from the creek is bringing. He wants to clash with P2B. And good thing P2B never replied to any of them. Even Reno, even the pig from the creek, he hasn't replied to anybody. And I don't think he tend to do so, because they are not in the same class. Before P2B came out for presidency, has any of them, Reno Omokrí, the toad from the creek, the pig from the creek, yeah, have any of them one of these days call him out? No, they don't even talk about him. Now they have seen that P2B is pulling crowd, and that now they are coming, trying to pull him down. But it's not possible. It's not possible at all. So I want our people to concentrate in what we are doing. It's all about Biafra, and everything is all about the restoration of the great kingdom of Biafra. And we believe that very soon we are walking down that road. And following that, I just want to bring to your knowledge again the report of the UN as regard to the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Recall that 3 months after that rendition, UN came up with, issued an order, asked Nigeria to bring to them, give them some time, analyze to them how come the rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what following the processes. But till today, the Zoological Republic never done anything. Of course, UN really faulted Kenya, that 2 of them, they did wrong. So what is the situation? The highest world body not only wants officials responsible for the torture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the right violation punished by also giving the Zoological Republic 6 months to comply with the demand. In the full opinion, which was made available, the United Nations, through the UN Human Rights Council Working Group as arbitrary detention, indicted both the Zoological Republic and Kenya government for the arrest. Actually, they used the word arrest here, but I know it's not arrest, it's an extraordinary rendition. In other words, this is a pure case of kidnapping and torture, continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without due process. I want to make myself clear to anyone who might be listening to me from any part of the world, from any platform. I want you to understand the importance of what we are discussing here. What we are saying here is that the great leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is leading the movement for the restoration of the Biafra, was extraordinarily rendition to Zoological Republic. He is a citizen of Britain, and he was in Kenya for his medical treatment before Kenya and the Zoological Republic connived and renditioned him to zoo. So this is what UN is talking about. United Nations has given an order as Kenya and Nigeria to present to them the processes, the procedure by which they followed in order to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since then, he has been in detention till now. No due process has followed. They have not done anything. They just detained him. Why? Because he is fighting for the freedom of the masses. He's a freedom fighter. I am making our stand clear so that you don't misinterpret me, you don't misquote me at any point. I am not raising any hate speech here. I am stating categorically what United Nations said, and this is in the letter they issued. The UN body further directed Nigeria to report back within 6 months of the transmission of its opinion on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter, steps taken on comply with all the recommendations thereof. This is the current situation of things. Of course, at this particular point in time, I have to give kudos and commend UN to have stood tall in this case. Well, of course, you know that sometimes while we are fighting, we well understand that we don't really look towards people to achieve what we are going for. But in other words, we have to commend UN to standing for us here at this particular point in time. No person that looks for justice that will not come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he has done nothing. I mean nothing, no crime committed by him, found or faulted by humans. Not at all. So the question is, why would the Zoological Republic and Kenya, well, possibly Britain, work against humanity in this form? This is what we are saying, and it is necessary that we continue pushing ahead. We don't let go, we don't let up. This is Biafra. We continue doing our best. And I want to bring to your knowledge the write-up that Comrade Emma Powerful has written as regard to this issue. We commend the United Nations for their opinion to Nigerian government to release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and compensate him for illegal extraordinary rendition. That's IPOB. We, the global and noble family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the supreme leadership of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to express our profound gratitude to the UN Human Rights Council's Working Group on Arbitrary Detention for their courage in reaching the decision contained in Opinion Number 25/2022 concerning the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, which opinions comports with the tenets of international laws. The opinion of the working group on arbitrary detention specifically indicted the Nigerian and Kenyan government for the kidnap and extraordinary rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while directing the government of Nigeria to remedy the situation by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and to compensate him for the abuse and the persecution he has been and continue to be put through. Our commendation also goes to our legal advisors and all those who quietly labored and assisted in achieving this landmark victory. It is indeed a great milestone for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB and Biafran worldwide. It is our hope that Nigeria, as a member of the United Nations, will take heed and promptly obey and implement the UN directives already transmitted to it to the letter. We caution that this is not a Nigerian court decision or order that is often flagrantly disobeyed without consequences. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. This is the commendation that IPOB General Worldwide is giving to UN for standing tall behind Biafran IPOB. This is that, wonderful people. We are really happy the way things are going. You know, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been rendition, the zoo decided to hold him down, nothing to show up, court upon court, appearance, but nothing to write home. They have no hold on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have no hold on IPOB. They have no hold on Biafra. As such, we are marching forward. And I urge all of you not to give up, because through so many persecutions, we will actualize Biafra. We thank you for listening. We will not forget once again to remind you, consider hitting the subscribe button so that you will be able to get our notification as soon as we publish it. We thank you once again for listening. We say that it is in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to protect and grant you your heart desire.